Have you ever woken up and felt like your legs aren't ready to join the day? Picture this. You open your eyes, eager to start your morning, only to discover your own body feels like it's working against you. For millions of older adults across the United States, waking up with weak or wobbly legs is more than just an inconvenience. It can be the first step toward dangerous falls, reduced independence, and a slow decline in overall health. This isn't about rare illnesses or complex medical conditions. It's about the small, everyday choices that seem completely harmless, how you swing your legs out of bed, what you grab first thing in the morning, or even whether that steaming cup of coffee comes before anything else. And here's the shocker. Some of these tiny habits may quietly sap your muscle strength in ways doctors compare to skipping critical medications. So, ask yourself, could your morning routine actually be weakening your legs without you even noticing? Drop a 1 in the comments if your legs ever feel shaky in the morning, or a 0 if this hasn't happened to you. We promise we read and respond to every single comment because your experiences matter. Before we go further, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss these potentially life-saving tips. By the end of this video, you'll discover the seemingly innocent morning mistakes that could be draining your leg strength and exactly what steps to take to keep your legs strong and steady for years to come. Many people assume skipping breakfast is harmless or even a smart way to cut calories. But for older adults, this habit can quietly strip strength from their legs. After 7 to 10 hours of overnight fasting, your blood sugar naturally dips. When you skip breakfast, or just sip coffee, your muscles, especially those heavy-duty ones in your legs, don't get the fuel they desperately need. The result? Shakiness, weakness, and sometimes that jelly leg sensation that makes even a short walk feel risky. Science leaves little room for debate. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that older adults who eat a protein-rich breakfast enjoy 30% better muscle performance throughout the day compared to those who skip it. Why protein? Because as we age, our muscles respond less efficiently to the small amounts of protein scattered across meals. Your morning meal is your prime opportunity to give your legs a strong boost. Take Harold, 74, a patient I once cared for. He'd skipped breakfast for years. Doc, he said, I just don't feel hungry in the morning. Usually, I sip coffee around 10. By the time Harold got up to walk to the mailbox, his legs felt weak and he stumbled twice. His daughter feared he'd break a hip. Once we adjusted his morning routine, adding a boiled egg, some Greek yogurt, and a small bowl of oatmeal, within weeks, his legs felt steady and his energy lasted all day. Harold even joked, I've got more spring in my step than I did at 60. Harold isn't an exception. A large Harvard study tracked over 40 older adults and found that those who regularly skip breakfast had a 20% higher risk of frailty within just 3 years. Frailty isn't just weak legs. It includes reduced balance, slower walking, and a higher risk of hospitalization. This shows how a simple morning choice can ripple across your health for years. The solution is simple. If a full meal feels impossible early, start small, but make it protein-packed. A slice of whole grain toast with peanut butter, half a cup of cottage cheese with berries, or a quick protein smoothie. These choices stabilize blood sugar, nourish leg muscles, and prevent dangerous morning weakness. And now you might be wondering, if skipping breakfast causes this much harm, what about that first drink most people reach for in the morning? The answer might surprise you, and it's even more common than skipping breakfast. It's a morning ritual for millions. You wake up, shuffle to the kitchen, and reach for that comforting first cup of coffee. But here's something most older adults don't realize. After 7-8 hours of sleep, your body is already dehydrated. Simply breathing overnight has cost you water, and your blood is thicker than when you went to bed. Now, imagine pouring in coffee first thing, a mild diuretic that pulls even more water from your system. The result? Poor circulation to the muscles in your legs, leaving them heavy, sluggish, and weak. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that even mild dehydration can cut muscle endurance by nearly 25%. For seniors, that's often the difference between walking confidently across the room and feeling like your knees might buckle halfway there. It's not the coffee itself that's the problem, it's the timing. Drinking it before rehydrating your body compounds the overnight dehydration. I recall Mrs. Linda, 71, who came in complaining that every morning her legs felt like lead. She assumed it was just aging catching up with her, but when I asked about her routine, she admitted she drank a large mug of coffee as soon as she got up without a single sip of water. Her blood pressure dipped, circulation slowed, and her muscles weren't getting the oxygen they needed. I suggested starting her day with a glass of water before coffee. Within 2 weeks, her legs felt lighter, and she was even walking her dog again without that dragging sensation. The fix is simple. Keep a glass of water by your bedside and drink it before your feet hit the floor. If plain water feels dull, try warm water with a squeeze of lemon. Think of it as giving your blood a tune-up before asking your muscles to perform. Your coffee can still be part of your morning. It just comes second, not first. And here's the surprising part. Skipping that single glass of water doesn't just affect your legs. It can quietly increase your risk of falls and even hospital visits. So before reaching for your morning brew, give your body exactly what it's been craving all night: hydration. Picture this. The alarm goes off. You swing your legs over the side of the bed, and in one swift motion, you stand. For younger adults, it might just cause a brief head rush, but for older adults, that sudden movement can trigger a dangerous drop in blood pressure called orthostatic hypotension. When you rise too quickly, your heart and blood vessels struggle to adjust to the sudden shift in gravity. Blood flow to the brain and the muscles in your legs temporarily drops, leaving you dizzy, unsteady, and far more likely to stumble or fall. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports that 1 in 4 adults over 65 experiences a fall each year, and sudden changes in position are a common culprit. Even more concerning, research in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society shows that older adults with orthostatic hypotension are nearly twice as likely to face mobility problems within just 2 years. That means the way you get out of bed can set the tone for your leg strength for the entire day. Fortunately, the solution is simple. Before standing, take your time, sit up slowly, stretch your arms, rotate your ankles, and flex your calves. Think of it as warming up your circulation before asking your legs to carry your weight. Those extra 30 seconds can mean the difference between a safe start and a dangerous stumble. When practiced consistently, this gentle habit improves flexibility, loosens joints, and signals your body to gradually raise blood pressure to a safer level. Over several weeks, many seniors notice fewer dizzy spells and steadier energy throughout the morning. Here's something most people don't realize. The first minutes after waking are when your body is most vulnerable to falls. How you move during this time can either protect your independence or quietly chip away at it. Have you ever felt that sudden dizziness when standing up too fast? Drop a 1 in the comments if yes, or 0 if not. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss practical tips like this. By sharing your experience, you might help someone else recognize the same hidden risk. Now that you know how the way you leave your bed affects your stability, let's uncover another hidden trigger, one you might not expect: the very foods many people choose for breakfast, which can leave your legs feeling weak before the morning is even halfway over. For many, breakfast is all about convenience. A slice of white toast, a sugary muffin, or a quick bowl of cereal feels satisfying in the moment, but for older adults, these choices can quietly set the stage for weak, wobbly legs just hours later. Here's why. Refined carbohydrates like white bread, pastries, or plain white rice are digested rapidly. They send your blood sugar soaring, only to crash just as quickly. When blood sugar drops, your muscles, especially in your legs, lose a steady supply of fuel. That sudden drop is what makes legs feel shaky, drained, or even like jelly. Research published in Diabetes Care shows that older adults who eat high glycemic breakfasts face a 40% higher risk of energy crashes and muscle fatigue in the first half of the day compared to those who opt for whole grains or protein-rich meals. These swings don't just sap energy, they also affect balance and coordination, increasing the risk of falls. Consider Mrs. Margaret, 76, who started her mornings with a couple of glazed donuts and coffee. She enjoyed the quick sweetness, but by mid-morning her legs often trembled when she walked to her garden. Her family noticed she had to hold onto furniture just to get across the room. After reviewing her diet, we swapped her breakfast for whole grain oatmeal topped with sliced banana and a handful of walnuts. The results were remarkable. Within 3 weeks, she no longer experienced sudden mid-morning weakness. She told me, "I never imagined that changing my breakfast could restore my steadiness." The solution is simple. Trade refined carbs for complex ones. Whole grain bread, steel-cut oats, berries, or a small portion of quinoa provides slow-burning fuel to keep blood sugar stable and muscles energized for hours. Pair them with protein sources like eggs or Greek yogurt, and you create a breakfast that strengthens rather than weakens your legs. And here's the key takeaway. The first meal of the day doesn't just fill your stomach. It sets the tone for how strong, steady, and resilient your legs will feel all day long. After a night of rest, your body is stiff, circulation is slowed, and your muscles, especially in your legs, aren't fully awake. Yet many older adults wake up and sit down with a newspaper, turn on the TV, or linger at the breakfast table before moving. It may feel harmless, but avoiding movement in the morning leaves leg muscles in a kind of sleep mode. Without activation, blood flow stays sluggish, and muscles don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong. Research in the Journal of Applied Physiology shows that even short periods of inactivity, less than 2 hours after waking, can reduce leg circulation by up to 20%. Over time, this daily lack of stimulation weakens muscles, stiffens joints, and makes standing or walking more exhausting. The solution is simple. Movement is like flipping the on switch for your body. Gentle activity in the morning pushes blood from your lower legs back toward your heart, wakes up your nervous system, and improves balance. Just 5 minutes of walking around your home, or a few stretches by the window, can transform how your legs feel for the rest of the day. Even small exercises, ankle circles, toe raises, or marching in place have a powerful impact. Think of your legs like an engine left idle without fuel. The moment you ask them to move after hours of stillness, they respond sluggishly. That's when stumbles and falls are most likely. Adding even a few minutes of movement early not only strengthens muscles, but also signals your brain to stay alert, improving focus and coordination over weeks. This simple habit builds resilience, reduces stiffness, and restores confidence in every step. Have you noticed your legs feeling stiff or heavy if you sit too long after waking? Press 1 in the comments if yes, or 0 if no. Remember, subscribing to our channel ensures you never miss practical tips to keep your body moving safely every day. While movement is essential, another hidden factor many seniors overlook is how certain morning medications interact with an empty stomach. For many, the first act of the morning is reaching for their pill box. Medications like diuretics or blood pressure pills are life-saving, but taken on an empty stomach, they can sometimes do more harm than good. These medicines may lower potassium or drop blood pressure too quickly, leaving legs weak, trembling, or causing sudden dizziness that can trigger a dangerous fall. Medical studies confirm this. Research in the American Heart Journal found that older adults taking certain antihypertensive drugs without food were significantly more likely to experience morning dizziness and muscle weakness. Potassium-depleting diuretics, in particular, can leave leg muscles without the minerals needed to contract properly. I recall Mr. Robert, 79, who took his water pill immediately after waking. Within 30 minutes, his legs felt wobbly, and he often needed to grab the wall when walking to the bathroom. His wife worried constantly about a fall. After reviewing his routine, we adjusted it. He ate half a banana or a small bowl of oatmeal before taking his medication. Within days, his legs no longer trembled and the morning dizziness faded. He said, "I still take my medicine every day, but now I feel in control of my mornings again." The solution is often as simple as pairing medication with a light snack. A piece of fruit, a slice of whole grain toast, or a small yogurt can cushion the effects and stabilize blood pressure. Timing adjustments may also help, but only your doctor can guide this safely. The key is never to assume that morning weakness is just a sign of aging. Sometimes it's your body signaling that a routine needs a small but important change. Here's the takeaway. The way you take your medications is just as important as taking them at all. Paying attention to this detail can mean the difference between legs that falter and legs that carry you steadily through the day. Now that we've uncovered all the hidden morning mistakes that quietly weaken your legs, it's time to see the bigger picture and bring everything together for a stronger, steadier start to every day. This morning, we've uncovered habits that may seem small, but quietly sap strength from your legs. Skipping breakfast, rushing out of bed, or even the way you take your medications. Each habit on its own may appear harmless, but together they form a pattern that slowly erodes your stability, independence, and confidence. The good news? These effects are not permanent. By making simple, thoughtful adjustments, drinking water before your coffee, choosing a balanced, protein-rich breakfast, and moving gently first thing in the morning, you can protect your muscles and keep your legs strong for years to come. Think of it not as chasing perfection, but as giving your body the consistent care it deserves every single day. Remember, it's the daily choices, not just one pill or one meal, that shape your strength. If you found this helpful, subscribe to our channel so you never miss practical tips designed to keep you strong, steady, and independent. Let each morning become an opportunity to move with energy, balance, and peace of mind.